YouTube, what's up? Hope all is well with everybody. Just on a quick walk and talk with my dogs. I want to talk to the ladies out there in this beautiful universe. And I want to talk about a couple of current events that happened. And two women had dodged a bullet. And of course, there's all kind of crime going around throughout the world. But I want to give you ladies some food for thought. One current event, a woman was working out, a bodybuilder female was working out at her private home gym inside her apartment complex and happened to let a stranger in. You know how sometimes you have to have your kiosk to open up the gym. Well, he was at the door and she was like, okay, I'll let him in. And then next you know, a few minutes down the line, he approaches her and he attempts to rape her. While he's grabbing on her and she's pushing away and all that, she's steady trying to use her phone. Steady trying to call the police when police have 4 or 5 minute response time. She's trying to make a conversation, trying to call 911. Instead of defending herself, although she did push him away and all that type of stuff, but when you being attacked, you have to go ahead and know that you are your immediate response team. And what's crazy about the situation is like, to me, I'm grateful that she didn't get hurt. She didn't get hurt. But I watched her interviews online and she just smiled. She's a pretty girl. She just smiling and all that type of stuff. But guess what? If the guy was successful, she wouldn't be all smiles. She wouldn't be all smiles and all that type of stuff if the guy was successful. And to me, it's like, okay, you dodged one. What are you gonna do if something like that happens to you? You have to have some form of self-defense. Even if you're in a gym by yourself, you probably need a weapon. You need to either work out with a weapon on you to defend yourself. You know, it was crazy how she just so upbeat and she's got all the support and all these people across the world supporting her, talking about go girl, this, that, the other. And like I said, I'm glad she's not hurt. But still, the seriousness of her life could have been taken if it would have been a more competent crook. This crook was kind of out of his mind. And we're entering into a season in life, you guys. Pay attention, the vibration of people are changing. People are way more desperate, way more foolish. You need to go ahead, if you have the extra money, you need to go ahead and enroll yourself in some type of real self-defense classes. Not no karate, not no taekwondo, more like mixed martial arts, kickboxing, or jiu-jitsu. And practice those things while you have an opportunity, while you can afford these things. You know, no pull. Practice these things because you're gonna need them. Because, look, she's a good-looking chick. I don't know where her man was, if she had a man or not. But I bet you at that moment, she did have a man in her life. But she dodged a bullet. So a lot of times, like humans do, when they dodge a bullet, they remain ignorant. And they don't really do much about the situation. Unfortunately, that's just the way a lot of people are programmed. And you have to break the programming. But I just want to remind you, please do something to get your self-defense skills up. It's important. It's not all about just being pretty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the element of surprise and know how to defend yourself just to get away to safety. You know what I'm saying? Know certain places to strike a person. You know what I'm saying? She could have learned Krav Maga. Krav Maga is a good martial art also, because it's basically teaching you how to stop a human being in their tracks, gouging them in their eyes, kicking them in their scrotum, all this type of stuff. Please keep that type of thing in mind. You need to learn these things while these classes are still available, because the seasons are changing and it's getting doggy out here. Next thing I want to speak on was there was an off-duty officer. Now these locations in these places, I can't really give you the description, but maybe you can Google it, and I will do another video because I want to add a few precepts and wisdom regarding what I'm speaking on. So if you subscribe to the channel, hopefully you'll get a notification for that. Turn on your notifications. But the off-duty female, she was being kind to a guy who just simply asked her for, I guess, some change or whatever. And when he asked her for that, when she tried to help him, he tried to overpower her. And she grabbed her gun, and she's wrestling with him with her gun. And she gets it, and she shoots this man. She shoots him, bah, bah, bah. And then she shoots him a third time, bah. You know what I'm saying? Which I think that might cause her to get in trouble, because she already diffused the situation. But the more of this story is, you have to understand when you can help people. You cannot always help people when people request your help. Even me as a man, even men, I'm giving you guys wisdom. Just because a person said, hey man, you got $1, you got $0.25, you can only help people in safe environments. If the environment is kind of sketchy, the person's kind of sketchy, these days they don't even gotta look sketchy, they're just burnt out. You can't judge a book by its cover. But you have to pick and choose when you can be charitable. Because if you're charitable in a private environment, you can be taken advantage of. So women and men, but women, you guys know that you guys are prey to a lot of these predators out here. Know how to say no politely. Say, I'm sorry, I don't have it right now. Have a good day. And start, use your spidey senses. Start moving a little faster, get out that scenario. Know when you can help in public settings, help in, charitable events, so that the little good angel that you have inside you that you want to fulfill by being kind, you can use that energy in those private settings, in those more healthier settings, versus random people at Walmart parking lot, at gas station parking lots. You don't want to do that, because you can be taken advantage of, and sometimes people have that eerie look where, like, if you it kind of makes you, feel like you have to help them, and you become nervous and you're not thinking clearly. So, get in your mind whenever you go to certain places. Hey, it's not the place to help. I can help at the church, local church. I can help at the local gym. I could do different charitable work to feel good about my fellow human beings. Do not get caught slipping, helping out people, completely strangers, who potentially can take advantage of you and hurt you. You have to protect your life. You don't want to be hit and knocked out unconscious. You don't want to be choked. You don't want to be raped. You don't want to be robbed. You don't want to be murdered. You can't go back from those things. So sometimes you just have to say, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Sir, I don't have any money. And I hope God bless you. And just keep it moving and get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? That's the most you can do. Because even there's been stories of men who will pull over and see a woman on the side of the road with her car hood open. And he goes out. This is like about 8 months ago. And what happens? Oh, he tries to help her, and the woman turns around and robs him and kills him. The females. So just because the female and they're soft spoken, you can't think that they don't have an evil side. You know what I'm saying? An evil dark side. Humans are humans, and they're good humans and there's bad humans. And you cannot get caught up on how a person look. So fellas, don't be Captain Save 'em. Only help when you are in a safe environment yourself, or you could potentially be a damsel in distress. So just keep that in mind. Cover your six. Look for some local gyms. Learn first aid. You're gonna need different skills that you can barter in this world that is rapidly changing in front of our eyes. I hope this was beneficial to somebody. Y'all have a good evening. Me and my dogs, we out.